ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the A-01 podcast. I am your host, the otaku of the internet, JJ Piedra, Joshua Jeremiah, joined as always by my two downtrodden cohorts, Matt and Will. What's going on, guys?
Hey. Oh my God. No, you guys don't understand. I've been up. I have no energy drink. I only have a can of liquid death next to me, and I'm praying this holds me through the entire podcast.
Yeah, I just drank a protein shake, so I'm hoping that holds me too. Trying to lose weight.
Protein shakes. I just had a bunch of chicken nuggies. I just had.
Chicken nuggies. You rich bastard. Chicken nuggies.
Look, when they're spending $15 at McDonald's for a six-piece.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, actually, it bought from Costco. Actually, so that's like
okay.
So it's
wait. You went to Costco and didn't get a hot dog? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Exactly, the hostile hot dog, man. Oh God.
I mean, when you bring that hot dog and the $1.50 hot dogs, I mean, sure, but
hey, if those hot dogs are good enough for indie wrestlers, they're good for you.
Exactly. Gotta support, man.
But yeah, overall, yeah. I'm just enjoying my protein bars, my protein shakes. Again, pure protein. If you're listening to this podcast, sponsor us. I do love your stuff.
Do you love the pure protein crunch bars? I've been hooked on Legendary lately.
I have not tried the crunch bars. I only happen to go into go-to bars. I never heard of pure protein crunch. So
I think it's different.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I think it's a different brand, but I've seen protein crunch bars at the market. I've been hooked on Legendary lately. I used to be on Quest, now I'm on Legendary. So.
I'm on Quest because, I'm diabetic and they're super low in sugar.
Yeah,
and low in carbs.
Sugar, yeah.
So actually, I have some Quest bars right next to me. I got the oatmeal chocolate chip, I got the peanut butter chocolate chip, and I got the s'mores one, which are pretty damn good. And then for protein shakes, because again I'm diabetic, have to go low sugar. I use the Premier protein ones.
Premier? Oh wow! I used I forgot the plant. I used the plant one a while back, and then I bought a generic chocolate, double chocolate one for my fiance. She drinks a couple times, but I snuck. Don't tell her I've been using it well for my breakfast too. Don't tell her I did it. Okay, I don't want her to hurt me. I'm a good man. Jokingly, but yeah, man, we gotta get off the protein because we're not jacked yet. We're not jacked yet to get off the protein.
We're anime fans. We're not jacked. What are you talking about? Exactly. I mean, we're jacked in a different way, but yeah.
I mean, if you're going to many conventions and such, you probably will get jacked that way, but I don't know.
Dude, so true, man, so true. Like, if it wasn't for me walking around, working out to go to conventions, I would have lost like 30+ pounds. I weigh less than I weighed in high school now, so thank you, anime conventions.
I mean, like, unless you're like, your job literally asks you to walk around like for like more than 10,000 steps. I mean, yeah, during this past conventions, I've been walking like more than 10,000, like 13,000, 18,000, almost 20,000 steps in the convention on convention weekend.
Dude, it's crazy. I think when I was with you at Anime NYC, I done a 30K. I did like a 30K steps just inside the driving center. I didn't even do it like, I'm not even counting steps outside because I had to break it apart. It's crazy.
Yeah, the Premier protein one's pretty good. I just actually had the strawberries and cream, which tastes like Nestle Quick. It's actually really good, and it's
let me joke aside. Let me take note of that. Because I quit Quest, and like, because I had the birthday cake Quest, and like that was my flavor, so I was like, let me try it. Strawberries, cream, protein. Wrote it down.
Premier protein, and like I said, 160 calories for the bottle, but only 3 grams of carbs, 1 gram sugar, 30 grams of protein, and I use it as a meal replacement. I don't have anything else with it.
Good shit. Okay, that's how you get through. That's how you get through, man. That's how you push. Unironically, that's how you push through.
Doesn't help because I'm still fucking hungry, but hey, the weight's coming off, so it's working.
Yeah, I think I usually supplement that if I do a protein shake. I eat like unsalted or low sodium almonds in between to help me, because it's like that stuff just makes you hungry.
Right, exactly. So,
and everyone here listening is like, when did this turn into a Dude Bro Gym podcast? Hey, anime fans got to stay healthy too, you know.
Straight up, bro, you have to. You don't want to be that fan who has to like. You have to like. Okay, let's be honest. You go to a convention, right? And you're out of shape. You can't walk. You're out of breath. You have to go to the convenience store, buy like bazillion water bottles. You're already down money. You could be buying swag. You have to buy food because you're hungry, because you don't have enough protein in your body to keep yourself sustained. That's money you could be spending on waifus, bro.
That and just basically do what the recent trend of what the entire world has been doing regarding to K-pop demon hunters: carb load on convention weekends. It helps out.
Sometimes it helps. You need some good fiber in between, but it helps. unironically, like I think Will taught me this, and I use it too now. I bought some electrolyte drinks, low sodium electrolyte drinks. Low sodium electrolytes will keep you up, or energy drink while you're walking around, bro. Just look, the less money you spend on food and eating at a convention, the more you can buy swag. That is the trick we're going to teach you here. So
especially when the food at conventions are jacked up to like unbelievable prices.
It's like $12 for a freaking fried chicken at the Jacob Javits Center. Like,
yeah,
bro. I think we saw like what 4-piece takoyaki for like $10. I'm like, who did this? Like,
yeah,
bro,
like
what?
6 piece. That was like 6 piece.
Oh, sorry,
like,
6 piece. Yeah, 6 piece. I'm like, what is this?
And even like down here in Florida, when we went to SuperCon, there was a $9 pizza from Papa John's. The fucking thing was about the size of a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. It was like 4 inches wide.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's
so this is a general reminder that convention foods are ripoffs.
Yeah, my friend Mike and I went back to the hotel and ordered an $11 extra large just on general principle, out of spite.
Jessica, on principle, man. I ain't going out like that. I respect it. I respect the principle. And speaking on principle, we should talk about the principality of VTubers selling out. Should we, right?
I mean,
that's a good segue.
That's how you get money.
Yeah, so speaking of VTubers who sold out, Hololive, the biggest seller company in the world, jokingly, we love Hololive. Oh, they got 2 massive sponsorships recently. One of them being outside of Sega, Corone and, Sega. And they got sponsored by the Street Fighter, and they had McDonald's. And I can't talk more about the Street Fighter. It's crazy. The Botan is like fighting Guile. Chicky Burger. Like, what? No!
It's like... Okay, I get it. We're going to collaborate has always been a big thing in Japan. I mean, that's just Japanese marketing 101. But the fact that, okay, you pretty much have, like, again, Hololive, VTubers, and then, okay, your Street Fighter, great. Again, we see these in EVO for gaming tournaments. Again, the fact that Botan and freaking Corone was at EVO one time. And then now collaborate with McDonald's with, again, big chain here is just like... Holy moly! Okay, you have outside of the Street Fighter collaborations, you have Full Moko, Botan, just all these people. Again, we have.
Yeah, Full Moko. If you guys please check it out. I don't know if you can find it on YouTube, but you can find it on Twitter. Type in Full Moko McDonald's. McDonald's Japan has tweeted them singing the Chicky song. It is cute as F. And if this song was released in America, we all have diabetes and die. I guarantee you, we would die.
And this is just kind of the strangest thing. I get it. This is a whole Japanese thing. But the fact that, okay, they're advertising for McDonald's. Like, they also again, the 3 collaboration meals. Again, the curry, I think, teriyaki burger with Ryu. The mayo chicken with Chong Li. And the triple cheeseburger with Ken Masters, who's American as all heck. Yeah. I only have it here. You think I don't know. We have done gaming collaborations here at McDonald's before, like back in the 90s, but you would have thought that here in the good old US of A with burgers, maybe it would be here. But no, it has to be in Japan. Why do they get the good stuff? We're the ones who have burgers here in America.
I think it's because, like, if you want to be, I'm going to have the super conversation right now. All fast food in America has had the worst reputation the last couple of years. They're overpriced. I don't even care if they're trash food. They're trash food and they're overpriced. So that's a mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, their digital order system. People have horror stories on getting the wrong food. The drive-through menu is practically fighting somebody all the time. There is the burnt out college kid who is essentially going to be a murderer. You could tell. Like when I see that guy at a McDonald's, I just walk outside because I'm not going to end up as a statistic. So come on, let's have adults here. Like, no, McDonald's, it's a bit on real talk. Most fast food has been terrible in the U.S. And if they did this cutesy campaign over here, it would not work because they'd be like, F McDonald's.
All right, fair case. Yeah, it's true. Again, I'm gonna get too old. Back in my day, like back in early 90s when things were just costing like less than $5 for like a quarter pounder. I remember when Big Macs and sandwiches with quarter pounders were like at the size of like 5 inches tall.
Yeah, but they made it cost like less than $5, but minimum wage was like $3.50 back then.
Yeah, we had things were, like I said, things were cheaper back then. Things were just affordable. It's inflation is just a thing, but things are also affordable. Things went up, things gonna get better, and that's what like I said. I'm sorry. Why would I pay? Let's be honest, $12 for a Big Mac, fries, and a soda if I could just go to Bodega Man, get a chopped cheese in my Arizona can for $9? I'm being serious.
Or better yet, why would you pay $12 for a Big Mac when you can go to the supermarket, pay the same $12, and get a box of burgers and have like 30 of them?
Yeah, all you have to do is cook, and all you have to do is cook it. I'm like, okay, this is crazy, man.
Yeah, just crazy to me. Fair enough regarding to the case, but still, like you think it like with everything else, like with all these like American marketing brandings, like why not bring some cute things in that again? Like with Hololive,
no,
they
again,
don't.
Yeah. Oh, they don't because they don't think that way. Again, there's a difference between like, McDonald's Japan and McDonald's America. McDonald's America want to rob the money from you and sell you overpriced coffee, almost Starbucks level prices. And McDonald's Japan wants the kids to sing a Chicky Chicky song so they can buy the chicken nuggets. We messed up somewhere over here. I don't know why, but we messed up. That's all I can say.
I mean, of course, naturally, there's also another thing. We're going to the whole Pokemon fiasco with McDonald's and such, but that's another topic. But yeah, granted, cases. But I don't know. Like marketing companies here in America, maybe we should try to consider like some other avenues of like getting customers as also with the obviously major complaints of like better quality food, lower your prices. And all that, all that jazz. He said,
yeah, and stop trying to rip us off. And there are better ways to rip us off. You could just make it so cheap that I have to buy it because it's cheap. That's the best way to rip me off. I'm not even joking.
No, you agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. Another thing that's a rip off is TwitchCON security. That's a rip off. Doesn't protect nobody whatsoever.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you got it. Nobody whatsoever. You could pay. You could pay the VIP pass. You get the same pass. Life's gonna be in ruin. That's all I have to say.
Oh geez, this event. Holy crap! God. Where do we even begin?
All right, so we're gonna start with I believe Chibi Doki almost got doxxed. I believe, which I couldn't believe that. I mean, Chibi Doki. I'm like, and that's the world we live in.
Like, from what I've heard, we're going to the events. The fact that like we're going to these meet and greets, just getting ready of the such is just, and then like apparently the TwitchCon staffers couldn't really verify we're going to the whole wristband things because I don't know for other reasons of some sort. But almost like to the point that I had to reveal almost TV Doki's real life identity and such for this meet and greet is like, huh? Like, dude. VTubers has been one of the cornerstones of your marketing, Twitch, and you couldn't get that down right. And like, how many years has TwitchCon been going on these years now? I lost count. So
TwitchCon's been going on since like I want to say let's say early 2000s. Okay, let's give some credibility. Early 2000s, they've been around.
And just like how with all like the marketing, I mean, Capcom was there, like all definitely good corporate booths were there as well in regards. I mean, GamerSubs was there, this from what I can tell, like from what I've heard from the people who are under GamerSubs, props to you, GamerSubs, that the fact that you have better security than bloody TwitchCon itself.
Yeah, that says something.
Like, I'm just here regard to, again with the horror stories. Obviously, one with the Chibi Doki, and of course, naturally, the major story of TwitchCon was probably the Emiru harassment. It's just crazy.
Basically, the guy was a ninja. He just walked in a straight line, ran up to the woman, and plopped his lips on her and assaulted her. Not joking. He just walked in a straight line. This man was like him, God's gift. Just walk. Like, and by the way, this man who did this passed through exuberant amount of security points to get there. This is not a joke. He just passed through almost every check you could think of. Almost every check. It was as if he was the chosen one. The next Keanu Reeves, I might say.
Yeah, it's just, and the fact that Emiru had her own personal security, hired her own personal security from a separate firm, and apparently TwitchCon banned that security.
Because they're like, no, we can do it. I'm like, okay, can you do it? And then nobody showed up. So you can take that as you will.
Yeah, like I'm just like Dan Clancy, like, okay, you did all these years and you couldn't get that one freaking memo. And again, this could be worse. Like, it could have been worse with all these things that's happening. It's just like, wow, it's just crazy.
It's just crazy because it's like there's a high level of incompetence for people who are virtual content creators or content, and it's just like that's it. My personal opinion is I've heard people saying that people are gonna not go to TwitchCon and ban it. I hope so, but it works out. But it is just generally bad that like TwitchCon is a twofold event. One for people who do network, and one for people to meet their fans in this type of environment. Because streaming culture and other convention culture is different. Like I'm pretty sure. Let's say Emiru is popular enough, but I won't expect to see Emiru at an anime convention. I won't see her there. But she
already said she's not going to be going back.
Oh, she's not going back. Then good for her. Unironically, good for her. Good for her. I mean, seriously, good for her. Just you shouldn't go back. No one should go back to that. But yeah, just like it's just kind of crazy in that regard. So it's like, you know, a lot of people, like I said, let me think of a streamer that I watched who's funny. I watch Bulgor or my friend Ryoto, who's just been streaming. If I ever go to TwitchCon to see them, that's the only place I'll see them, because I don't expect to see them at other conventions. I don't expect to see Bulgarian video gamer to see him at like New York Comic Con. That's not happening.
Yeah,
I've been seeing at NYCC. No, so it's like these are the spots for Twitch and all that stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you have a chance to like come in here and get your life ruined. That's essentially it. That's the whole take. Like, you could come here, but your life can't be ruined. I'm like, that's such a great experience. You know, good for the whole family.
Yeah. So it's just like nuts. So I mean, Twitch obviously gave it their statement, but obviously people are just calling out their bullshit and just either have all these years. It's like, you think with any kind of conventions you will listen to the bloody feedback of such after all many years when it's been repeated many times over. And also, like, this is just also this is just one of the many stories at TwitchCon, like that, I don't know, the staff is just absolutely abysmal. I mean,
it's just incompetence. It's just unironic incompetency. This $1 billion company that raised the prices for streaming and everything. And by the way, Twitch, I think this current harassment at TwitchCon is like the tip of the iceberg, because if you go down for Twitch, so here's the problems with Twitch, right? TwitchCon's unsafe. TwitchCon's algorithm is not great for new streamers or someone to get funded. Twitch has raised the price for subs across the board. Twitch has forced more ads than usual now. Twitch has removed counting lurkers as viewers because they care about ads, which has been tested. If you lurk in someone's stream for like, let's say 15-minute span, you're removed as a viewer unless you actively chat in chat by saying chatting in chat. So you don't count as a viewer. Lurkers don't matter. So boom. So it's all like, this is the tip of the iceberg, and it's like I generally think that the management for Twitch is to change, or we could just unironically or this is going to be a problem. It's like, TwitchCon sucking is the tip of the iceberg. Go further down, like, wow, this website's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad down here.
Yeah. It's just like, so if you're like a full-time professional, and again, as you said, smallers just can't catch a break. I mean,
and by the way, let's go into the second part. Bots, that's a problem. Bots, bot viewers, bots. We all love bots in this house.
True. When I tried to stream a little bit, like, there's so many freaking bots. Like, oh, I haven't noticed this. Oh, it is. Like, even as like a zero trying out, is like, the hell, dude. Just like doing filters and such. It's crazy.
Yeah, and this app is just like, if you're a Twitch streamer and you're either new, whatever, small size, the internal protocols of Twitch to protect you, their safety programs aren't that great. You have to use outside programs such as SeriBot and other programs to run on your Twitch page. Link them there, and they will ban the bots for you. Occasionally, they still ban bots, but this is actually a real thing. I'm not joking. That's right. Twitch's internal security software does not ban bots. At best, they'll say, this bot's a possible bot invader. This is a bot. Like, oh, thanks for telling me it's a bot. Can you just remove the bot, you piece of shit? No.
So again, TwitchCon is just at such. And yeah, just before I forget, because like another thing that's happening, we're going to like the VTuber side of things at TwitchCon. But apparently, like, when fans were giving out gifts to their favorite VTubers, Twitch threw them out.
Yeah, they did. Yep. They consider that dangerous, but not the guy who Jedi walked in a straight line and plopped his lips on one of the women randomly. That's nothing but Jedi mind trick. You know, I can't believe this, man.
I mean, of course, naturally, all the talents who are asking for this, they check for it for like air tags and such, because for protection reasons. But the fact that Twitch kind of like, is clean labeled, like, Irma literally said herself, like, throw your box with her name on it. Okay, we won't throw it out. Apparently, someone, I don't know, didn't get the memo or did the 1-to-1.
They did it anyway. Yeah, they did it anyway.
Because it was like labeled. What? Yep. I mean, thankfully, there are other separate staff that actually saved some of the gifts. Thankfully, but Twitch, what the loving frick, dude? Like
I said, the level of incompetency is crazy, because it's like, here you're overcorrecting and there you're undercorrecting. Oh, by the way, one of my favorite streamers, and you know this one too, Will, the former Kite Show, K-Son, who's now Socho. One day she'll come back, maybe Curio Coco who come back. She has a mailbox system where people mail her gifts around the world, and she does the unboxing streams in a warehouse under the room. You know that, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She has a system where she can just check if it's bad stuff, and that, by the way, that mailbox that's being pedoed to is checked by her manager. or someone else. People have learned their own systems of how to protect themselves with stuff like this. And by the way, this is how dog shit your security system is. If somebody was mailing a gift to TwitchCon or brought it in, that means it had to pass your security system. Yeah, I'm throwing it out anyway. I know your security system is a joke, but in this case, I'll give you the benefit that your security system is good enough. So it's good enough to pass security system, but not good, but you still throw it out anyway. What is wrong with you? Who runs the show? Clowns? Oh, right. It's Twitch. Anywho, yeah.
So, yeah, TwitchCon, VTubers, and the streamers itself, like, I would say do better, but the user going like, yeah, don't expect us to hold our breaths. So unless
there's a reason why it's going to be boycotted. I can see next year not being well boycotted. And my hot take is I don't think, this is my hot take, if you are a content creator and you're like, oh, let me show off the items I got from TwitchCon, don't do that. You have it's on no amount of clickbait is going to say like, dude, this is whatever. Do I want TwitchCon to be better? Yeah, but I feel like the way that management has been going, and again, it's an iceberg. TwitchCon sucks. Go a little deeper, and you realize, yeah, it's kind of dog crap.
So yeah, for all you people saying like I'm fear of missing out TwitchCon, you're not missing much. You're honestly not missing much. For better, for worse, for better sakes, you're much more safer out there, out of there than in there.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Look, you're safer in the H section of Comic Cat than here. That's all I gotta say.
So, interesting, but again, don't forget about the whole Kikihime incident. Just to find about that.
Yeah. But she wasn't in H section. That was a legitimate stalker. Glad she's safe though. I mean, seriously, glad she's safe.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. I think it's everything else for VTuber Karma. Unless you want to talk about Nisha Sanji, a girlfriend stalker issue, another meta horror as we get through our lives.
I mean, I just briefly regarding to the whole Niji Sanji. I mean, like who would have thought that Niji Sanji would go back into attention after the whole V Shoujo plays down? But yeah, I didn't really hear too much. I know there has been like something. So I mean, briefly again. The only thing I more or less heard is that again, basically, the ex Niji Sanji talent just basically have a whole lot of exploitation. Just I don't know, a lot of drama.
Let me explain what happened. So, Ike Eveland, who's no longer part of V Shoujo. I'm sorry, V Shoujo. Sorry, Niji Sanji. V Shoujo's not a company no more. They're gone too. But look, let's just see. Ike Eveland and Niji Sanji is no longer there. A former content creator named Bari was at one point in a relationship with this person, with Ike Eveland. Ike Eveland broke up with them. They're like, whatever, they're so close. And there's another content creator called Mari. Mari, it was another person who was a former member of Nisa Sanji. Now, here's the thing. Mari would occasionally flirt or be near Ike Eveland. And Bari didn't like that, but they weren't dating. And then, in my personal opinion, Bari was not mature to have a relationship with someone with her, and nor were they were extremely insecure. They had emotional outbreaks and all that stuff that comes with it. Now, Mari is bad because she kept doing the F with her. It's like, you're still a bad person, in my opinion, but this is not a thing. So the blow up is that you have two immature people vying for the attention of a man who doesn't care about either of them. That's a nutshell. That's all it is. That's all it is in a nutshell. What makes it spicier is that Bari kept escalating it to the next level, such as contacting Nisa Sanji. And Sanji's like, whatever. And it's like, well, they were going to terminate you and remove you from the company. Why would they do that? What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Oh, you are crazy. Get a life. It's kind of that situation. Like, oh my God. See, like literally, you need to see God kind of moment. This is one of those you need to see God kind of moment. Like, get some help. So Bari kept escalating, and then she wrote a document. And then Mari wrote a counter document, the whole thing. In a nutshell, these are two women that knew a guy. This guy was whatever about them with it. He's not even dating either of them. Mari escalated by essentially kept doing stuff that would piss off Bari. Bari is emotionally insecure, and it just kept escalating from there. Both of them will talk to each other. It's whatever. But the end of the day is, don't date people if you're not cool with them having friends, or don't date people if you don't trust them to be at the workplace. I mean that quite seriously. If you're uncomfortable with your partner having friends at the workplace, or you think their job will put them in a situation where they can be tempted by something they're attracted to, you should probably talk to God about that. That's an insecurity problem. If you and by the way, if your partner has tendencies of being a cheater or a flirt, you just talk to them about it. Just talk to them about it. conversation helps, just don't do that. And if it doesn't work out, just move on with your life. Just move on with your life. Okay, there are 1,000 million, there's a billion people on this planet you can have a relationship with. It doesn't have to be that guy. Exactly. And that's the whole drama in a nutshell.
Fair enough. Jeez. Yeah. Again, this whole it just
Ninja, like I said, Ninja Sanji, and I understand the problem is Sanji in a nutshell is that they're a company that hires people. Mistake one. They hire people who are younger and completely immature. This is the type of BS I expect to read in Reddit or hear from a YouTube slot video talking about high school drama. You know the biggest drama in Hololive right now? TC has made a bot that she has to kill because the bot's smarter than her. That's it. Gigi doesn't like Grok, and Gigi overshares. That's it. That's the thing. Oh, and people finding out that Ina is Korean. These are the biggest dramas in Hololive right now. Do you understand what it's like to hire people who know what they're doing, who are mature, who can do the job right? That's it. I'm sorry. Look, man, it's nothing wrong with just vet your people, okay? Just vet people who could do the job. That's all I gotta say, man. You can't be hiring 14-year-old, 16-year-old kids who are mentally maturing and some of them are psychopaths and tell them to run a YouTube page. You are just begging for problems after that. Begging for it.
Basically. And also, just to throw a little shade to Niji Sanji. Again, props to Aurora Pantera for releasing her new single, her original single video of Gacha Adventures. Absolutely wonderful video. So yes, definitely. Again, props to you, Aurora. But yeah, it's just okay. The less we talk about Niji Sanji, the better. So yeah.
No. It's like this is their latest drama. It's gone to a point that like in VTuber world now, it is. VShojo's gone. It is now Hololive, in some indies, and FaZe Connect. Ninja Sanji is just out of the conversation. They're just done. It's over. And essentially, it's the Microsoft effect, where you shot yourself in the foot so many times, you're just out of the conversation. We know you're around, you're out of the conversation.
With how Microsoft is going at it right now, I agree with that.
Yeah, they're like, it's not the fact they're going to be successful what they're doing. It's what they have. They're out of the conversation. I don't want to hear it. Get out of my face with that. Give me my chicken nuggies. Chicky nuggy time. Thank you, Momoko. Chicky nuggies.
I really could go for mayonnaise chicken right now. That sounds pretty delicious.
Look, I have to trust Momoko with that. Who is not Fuwa.
And who also not Fuwa, but also similar to that of the Hellhound. Yes, we do have to go just briefly mention to this. Of course, naturally, Hellhound made a return. That is Cinder, and yeah, since her return, well, obviously, last I see on her view counters, she's definitely back up on the whole 2,300 pages. Again, respects to you, Cinder. Where it's due. When you released it, that whole. I mean, this is also the age of Google Docs, if anything else, in the VTuber world. And
just like I said, let's put Cinder in a nutshell. Okay, so Cinder allegedly tried to lock down an artist to work for her exclusively. That didn't work out well for her. That pissed off the artist. That was bad. Then people found out that her boyfriend was actually a middle-aged psychopath. Cinder did not. Threw her boyfriend under the bus, which pissed off some people, but everyone thought that the relationship was over. The relationship was not over, and people realized how Cinder interacted with other people was just scummy. So Cinder released a 1,000-page document that, as of today, I doubt anybody read that shit, and she went back to her normal life. Now, if you're a fan of Cinder, you can watch it. If not, whatever. I'm waiting for more people to break it apart, because I can't read all that. Just like that meme, I'm not reading all that. Yeah. That's in a nutshell. That's a 5-minute conversation of who Cinder is. She is a alleged bad person who is a user to climb the social ladder.
It's at the moment, like, yeah, as I said, like with the whole Arthur meme, that sign isn't gonna stop me because I can't read. And yeah, I'll just wait for see how it is, if anything does. And yeah, this whole situation with Cinder versus Analyst and Cinder with everybody else on the VTuber sphere, it definitely just speaks regarding to just whole high school drama.
Some of it is, some of it isn't. Like my personal opinion is that, like, I agree with Giga. I was saying, like, no matter how like whatever you are, it's probably a bad idea to try to lock somebody down unless they're okay with it. That's it. Like, I'll be honest with you, everyone, I pay artists, everyone pays artists to work. Unless that artist is willing to sign a contract or at least defer to like, hey, yeah, I'll put your commission as a priority list, that's fine. But everything about that's it's a bit sussy-wussy. That's all I gotta say. Like, I think like, yo, like she can get back to her life. She'll make money or whatever, but it's like it's a social reputation thing. It's like, your career's kind of cooked now, at least how people think of you. Unless you donate $5 million to like kids with cancer, then who cares, right? I mean that quite seriously. Like, you have to donate like $1 bazillion for your reputation to come back, so good luck with that.
Fair enough. Exactly. And yeah, so overall this whole situation, we'll definitely observe it as it continues to develop, but yeah, overall it's just VTuber and the Spheres, it just seems they can never get away with dramas, if anything else. But if anything else, there is one, like, I want to try to end on a good high, lighter note, if anything else. Matt, you know of Victoria the Sun Eater, yes? Also a professional voice actress, yes?
What about
Victoria the Sun Eater?
What about him?
Victoria the Sun Eater, as you probably know, like, is in good faith. Is that, again, she recently released a highlight video of regards, basically, of going to an upcoming charity stream for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And this is just a quick general reminder, if you don't know, Victoria, the person who plays also as a professional voice actor, she is a breast cancer survivor. And if you haven't checked out Victoria's highlight video, by all means, please check it out. And she'll be doing her Breast Cancer Research Foundation's charity stream, I believe, on the 20. Yeah, it's coming Wednesday, 20. I need to double check the dates, but she'll be having an upcoming charity stream to raise money for breast cancer research, and coming from a person who herself is a cancer survivor. Yeah, like, it's moving. If anything, again, I do not wish anybody to suffer through the situation of hearing the words you have cancer, and just have to face that battle again, that dragon known as cancer.
Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, you can get remission thing, but I hope the charity stream works out for them. I hope they get the money raised for them, as well as spread the message. I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Iron Mouse, but I do respect their work for the IDF, the good one. Money for that one.
Exactly. And there's like many streamers helping out with Victoria's charity stream, like with Project Melody, like many different great things. And
Project, you already got me lost there. Project Melody helping, like, oh no, it's no, she's a good person, but it's like the content she does is like, yes, that's
Victoria Sunny also, she straight up says she does lewd things. Again, that's all. It's her profile. It's not hidden. It's not a secret.
No, you have to say Seisho unless it happens. Okay, you have to understand. It's Seisho or die. That's the world we're in now. And jokingly,
yeah, mama. And overall, just props to, again, Victoria the Sun Eater, to her charity, and best of luck. And when you mentioned IMS, I forgot it. I actually forgot. IMS had one of her indie concerts recently played with like a big cast, including Nerissa Ravencroft, Mori Calliope, Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. You forgot about that, Matt? Like, IMS actually had her own indie concert.
See, here's the thing. I forgot about it because of this thing called, pulling up my list here.
Yes.
Oh, right. My job. That was your job, Bill. Yeah.
Right. Fair. I mean, I just like that. Apparently, like, that was like one of the bigger news since like in IMS has become an indie. But yeah, she did actually have a recent concert, which again sold out. And if you want to check that, you check on our pay-per-view concerts. But yeah, just like the entire set list, again, from Yanners, Athelstan, like all these people, including Hololive talents like Mori Calliope and such, is like, yeah, from what I could check, remember recalling, it's just an overwhelming success for Iron Mouse. So yeah, Iron Mouse's first indie concert. Props to you. So
that's good for her.
I know you don't care about IMS.
No, that's good. No, I mean, that's good for her. I mean it quite seriously. It's good for her. If I didn't care, like I said, I missed everything because of my job, and I like Nerissa Ravencroft and Elizabeth Bloodflame. Like that is listen, working a 9-to-5 for what's the term here? Empty-headed, dumb mother effers will cause you to forget things in life. See, I have right here on my notepad, right there.
Fair enough. Again, we're all in the businessman circle. I get you. But that's kind of like just a general reminder. That's why we have VTubers that help us bring us some light into this dark creative world, especially how 2025 is treating us right now. But I digress.
I mean, look, man. Look, until Liquid Death goes out of business, and I know I have to start changing my lifestyle. If that happens, I'm in trouble.
When Liquid Death goes out, oh my jeez, don't even speak of that.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah.
At least your notepad has actual notes on it. Mine just has an alternating schedule of binging and purging.
It's like, ah! Yeah, will I die? Like, will I? Oh god. But yeah.
So yeah, overall from that, I think that's pretty much all the major news on the PC.
That's all the major news. Yeah, that's all.
Months, if anything else. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that brings us to New York Comic Con, which we're going to hear Matt and Will talk some more because I live in Florida, they live in New York, so they kind of went and I didn't. So I have no idea what happened there.
I didn't have a chance to go because of my 9 to 5 because I had so much stuff to do that week. Will went, and those associated hours Andrew went, and Andrew's not here, so Will and I has done a short video about this. Hopefully, be on YouTube soon with more details. But Will can explain everything else. So, day one, Will, how was it for you for day one Thursday?
I mean, day one Thursday, again, I try to give it a smug, but again, you can check out our main spotlight recap video. But one being Critical Role, if anything else, but we're an anime podcast. So yes, Critical Role with Mighty Number 9, great animation from Studio Titmouse. That is their studio name. Look it up. And just again, if you love Critical Role, you love the cast of these famed veteran voice actors, then that's absolutely great. And again, the fact they got in Wayne freaking Brady part of the cast, like dang, if anything else. And of course, naturally, other animation news, I guess. Yeah, animation news side of things. Of course, naturally, busy with going to Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Hazbin Hotel Season 2, which is currently getting ready to be released in, I believe, in 4 days or so. It's getting really soon in Halloween. I'm just seeing it when they. I should have went to the panel, but when they show off the newest song Gravity, which is apparently 10 million hits on YouTube right now. Apparently, even did a one-night show of Hazbin Hotel on Broadway, which is dang. Again, the indie scene of Busy Pop and such is just incredible to say the least. But yeah, in terms of I'll just again write it down. Animation wise, New York Comic Con, obviously it's they had some things, they had Godzilla and such, but again, that's kind of what you expect from New York Comic Con. It's just the major popularity stuff. There were such things from Ise Press, Korean manhwas and such, which I mean, fair nicely here and there. Again, props to Yen Press being always present out there. We're going to sign up many different mangas, including a very big collector's omnibus of is a run to pick up girls at the dungeon, which very big, including other special editions of Dungeon Meshi. But yeah, in terms of New Comic Con wise, first day, second day, third day, I mean, overall Japanese animes, there was some things here. I mean, I know of course Viz Media, we're going to promote to Komodo with Akira Himekawa, who did the Twilight Princess manga. Anything else? They were present there for a free sign. It got through the raffle. Komodo. Definitely, again, the artwork shows that recognize the dual style, and yeah, if anything else, is just definitely seems promising. If anything, of course, naturally, other shows as well. Studio Mappa was there for the first time, and yeah, if you know Mappa, of course, naturally, is hinting at that later. But again, they were basically showing off their shows for the season, Campfire Cooking Season 2, as well. Obviously, the biggest movie that happening this past weekend is obviously the Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze Arc. And yeah, I attended that panel. Of course, naturally, the English cast was on in the audience, Ryan Colt, Levy. I know Susie Young was there during that one day on Saturday. So she wasn't there at the panel, but yeah, just seeing the processing, the animations of Studio Mappa, just how the movie is, and from what we seen so far, and what it's been doing this past week, and it's been doing pretty darn good. It's definitely Chainsaw Man, to say the least, and just absolutely crazy bonkers. And yeah, in terms of New York Comic Con, wise, I mean, nothing much, but there is something to look forward. I mean, it's obviously not NYC, which is pure focus on Japanese culture, but there is definitely some specs to us here if you're into the Japanese side of things. So overall, New York Comic Con, it's good. It's good. Though I kind of give props to anime NYC a bit more, just because again, it's freaking One Hot Live, all that Japanese, much more cultured if anything else. I mean, if anything. But yeah, New York Comic Con is good. It's good. It was good. So, but again, anime NYC a bit more better in my opinion.
Yeah, and even though I didn't go, just to get some airtime on this podcast, I'll go through some of the newsworthy things I covered from press releases like Webtoon. Not really anime or manga, but the popular Plants vs. Zombies game and Stranger Things are coming to Webtoon in comic form. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, it's actually coming to Magic the Gathering. And I know they've been doing a lot of different crossovers as of late, and I guess Ninja Turtles is like the newest one. I don't know, it's kind of weird to possibly see Shredder as a mythic rare planeswalker, but hey, I mean, whatever floats your boat. But Crunchyroll had some announcements as well. Speaking of anime stuff, Oshinoko Season 3 got announced there. Tommy got reincarnated as a slime. The movie Tears of the Azure Sea also got announced, which Atelier got a new teaser visual. They got the launch of Crunchyroll manga, which is the big thing for them. So
I
now,
forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, Crunchyroll now has their own manga platform, which joins the cavalcade of all the other ones that are out there. But this one comes with your subscription. I believe it is the highest tier, I think at like $14 or $15 a month. But you can basically get in on that if you are a premium member and get all access to that manga, and which also includes offline access for stuff like mobile and tablet reading, which is actually pretty cool. Also, if you want to do traditional web version, they got that as well. Let's see. Of course, they had the big collaboration with Noah Lyles, so they have a collaboration with different types of merchandise, clothing, and stuff like that. They had some at the booth. They just announced it for their store, so you can actually check that out on the Crunchyroll store if you missed NYCC. And that's kind of about it for the major stuff. Beginning after the end of season 2, aka the slideshow after the end season 2, or the PowerPoint after the end season 2, if you want to go that far. Also got a new trailer. I would rather just flip through the comic because there's more animation frames than watching the actual anime that way. But yeah, and if you also love Don Da Don, they did a panel there for the English dub. So if you're one of those exclusive dub snubs, then there you go.
Yeah. Like there's a couple. Yeah, thank you for like refreshing my memory. Like Noah Lyles. I'm surprised they actually Crunchyroll has like actually did some collaborative with Under Armour, which like damn, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Which again, I enjoy that brand, so that's kind of nice with Noah Lyles. And we're going to that whole animation thing because thankfully you remind me going to the animation because there's also another major event that happened this past like weeks that's like. We're going to a certain animation studio that's really not taking that to the point that it made their director quit Twitter, which is One Punch Man season 3. But should we talk about that now, or should we talk about?
You know what? The only other thing I was going to mention were the manga that what do you call it? Yen Press was going to put out, but there really wasn't anything major like a big series. So let's go ahead and talk about One Punch Man because the fact that we did not even get a trailer for the show up until like the very last minute was a red flag. That the only promotion we had were just PNGs, and a lot of people around the internet, including YouTubers and influencers and stuff, were just like, this show is doomed. And I think it was Madhouse that did the first season of One Punch Man.
Yes, Madhouse was the first season, yes.
Correct. Yeah, and then, of course, Madhouse is Madhouse, and they barely, if ever, do second season, so they handed it off to JC Staff, which, in my opinion, is the LJN of anime. If you don't know what LJN is, you should be thankful. Look it up. Nintendo fans will know. But, yeah, they are either hit or miss when it comes to anime, and 90% of the time, they are miss. And season 2 was... okay. But the fact that we got nothing for season 3 into the very end was scary. And the first episode came out and it gave the beginning after the end a run for its money in terms of piss poor animation quality. It was bad. It was so bad that I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to watch this. I have at the volume, I think 31 or 32 of the manga. I'm just going to keep reading it and enjoy One Punch Man that way. Because, yeah, apparently it got a little bit better in the second and third episodes, but I'm not going to give it a shot. But once that first episode hit, the backlash was real, and the director kind of got a lot of it. And of course, with social media being social media, especially the cesspool that is X/Twitter, that's where the majority of it came from. And he responded by basically saying, I won't go through the whole post, but the essential thing was, please respect the cast and the staff that worked on the show. This is a negative thing. Peace out. I'm deleting my account.
Yeah,
that's the gist of what he said.
That's crazy. Like, obviously, with the hardcore stands out there, like, yeah, that's also kind of highlighting. We're going to again the Japanese animation industry. Like, yeah, when you have this much expectation, especially for license like One Punch, and coming off like from Madhouse, yeah, it's the pressures is there, and the fact that you did that. I mean, again, props to the studios for trying to make an effort on that, and I gotta give more or less addressing to the flags, like obviously all the drama tubers, anime tubers out there who like really kind of piled down on this thing. Like, look, I understand we have to criticize it because again, we have to call it out for what we see. And yes, while the animation is just like, could be better. It definitely needs it. But again, the fact that that one scene with Garlic flying down the hill, like you could just add some dust trails behind it and maybe it more better. The fact that it became a bloody gif and meme, it's like, yeah, that's how impactful it was to know that like even like the lack of certain details can make a difference. And like for all these people who are like pointing out and to the point like you betrayed our expectations, you should have been done better, like all this like dog shit piling on the director and the studio, like, yeah, and you think that's gonna help you any better? No, it's gonna just brew down more. And like to the point again, Japan, you want to rate up their off persona rates? I mean that in respectful terms. You want them to persona themselves? Like, yeah, like fans, like listeners, all the day. We're going to any kind of fan about this. Like, yes, you more obviously have the whole mentally challenged people who don't understand the basic terms of critiqueness. Like, okay, we get it. You want something more better. You want it better, granted. But obviously, there are better ways to present itself for these criticisms. Like, if you're just like doing whole the naysaying, like, oh, you don't expectation, you should go persona yourself or something like that. Yeah, you're not helping. You're just piling on the toxic the crap pile as it is. So if you want something to be done better, like there is something called constructive criticism. So I don't know. This situation said, I'm like, again, the studio, I'm not envious of the situation, but at the same time, like, just hopefully like this whole situation like gives some reflection to basically on the fans as well, the studio side of things. Like, dang, this whole One Punch Man season 3, I mean, I'm watching it. I mean, just for the sake, again, just props to like their effort. But dang it, this whole series is just like, dang man, what the heck?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a slight call out here because I follow Chibi reviews and I typically agree with a lot of the stuff he says, especially when it comes to the whole censorship thing and all the stuff that's been happening. But he posted a tweet, or he retweeted the post by the director, and he kind of like shamed people for like throwing out negative comments and stuff and all that stuff. But yet he was also one of the people on YouTube who criticized the animation quality in One Punch Man season 3. It's like, you can't like go on YouTube. I mean, yes, he was constructive about it, but you can't go on there and criticize it and basically say your worst fears came true and all this other stuff and then turn around and play the martyr like that. You can't.
It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. That energy.
Yeah. I mean, he is a little bit wrong for that, but got to say that. I mean, obviously, if you're going to stand up for stuff like that, don't be part of the problem.
Right. Exactly. You're here.
But yeah, speaking of the Chainsaw Man movie, you mentioned that it was pretty successful, and successful it was, as it garnered $17.2 million here in North America thus so far, and worldwide sales have toppled $108 million. So people are loving themselves from Chainsaw Man. I'm just reading the manga. And
fair enough. Yeah,
I know I'm actually not sure if the Reze Arc is actually the manga adaptation or if it's like an original like thing for movie purposes. I honestly don't know, because I haven't been watching the anime simply because, again, I'm reading the manga. When I read the manga and I watch the anime, I feel like I'm watching a repeat and I don't have any investment in it. That's the whole reason why I'm not watching Spy Family or pretty much anything else that I'm reviewing, because I don't want to watch repeat stuff. I want to see something new. So that way, I'm excited and I'm entertained, and I get to want to read the manga after, I watch the anime if it's good enough. So yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I do know if it is still part of the manga adaptation, they're pretty far behind, because what's happening right now in Chainsaw Man is like completely different than what's happening in the anime. Like, I won't spoil anything, but the cast that you know and love today isn't even in the manga anymore.
Right. No spoilers after that first arc, major arc. But yeah, the Reze arc is part of the manga, and the fact like they basically shrunk this arc into movie form, which is, I mean, okay, fine, that's up to them and such. The fact put this thing, like the whole Reze arc, into just this movie format, but it's their choice. And yeah, like, it's just crazy because literally last night when I was like doing some shopping, I actually saw some cosplayers actually going as dressed up as Reze and a couple of characters with Pochita in her hands. Like, wow, like, yeah, again, anime is starting to come is that mainstream at the point again, and it's just. Again, Demon Slayer movie, the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle art movie, from this movie, like, yeah, anime movie stuff is just, I'm just happy to see like it's definitely getting that much more traction in the West than anything else. So, and like we're rounding success at the moment, yeah, I'm happy. I mean, of course, naturally, some people don't like I think IGN gave it like a 7.6 or something like that, but. Like, you love it or hate it. Again, Chainsaw Man is definitely a macabre, insane series, if anything else. But again, that's kind of the territory with the author or the mangaka. He's just nuts. So you love it, you hate it. It's up to you.
Yeah, especially the latest volume 19. I won't say any spoilers. I'll try and dance around it as much as possible. But there was a lot of random shit in that volume, and actually, I'll spoil a little bit, and I won't go into like character details. But there was a scene where a certain character who remained nameless yelled at Denji for thinking with his dick. So basically, she wanted to cut it off. So in order to cut it off, she reached down his pants and grabbed it to cut it off, and he ended up jizzing in her hand.
Right.
That's how unhinged this series is.
Yep. It's crazy. And the later one, oh geez, I won't spoil it, but it's even crazier. Again, you can tell the mangaka just loves American culture. I'll just leave it at that. Literally loves American culture.
Yeah, but 19 did go off the rails at the end, though. I mean, again, no spoilers, but there was a certain event that happened involving a certain character that everybody loves, and it was a trigger for something amazing. So, yeah.
So
since you've read it, you know what I mean. The true essence of what I'm getting at.
Indeed. I know what you're thinking. But yeah, overall, I'm happy for the Chainsaw Man movie just doing so well. So yeah, hopefully this again shows here in America. Yeah, anime dudes are doing good, and please do not put it under a freaking ban law because of it. Jeez. But,
yeah. We're definitely doing that. I mean, it's the United States of America, and in America, we don't like them funny little cartoons from overseas. So we're going to go ahead and put a stop to all that, you little pedophiles.
Which is kind of funny because literally Grok, there was like you saw that Grok comment on Twitter, like saying like because 2D fictional women aren't real women. Like you saw the Grok comments, Josh. Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, overall, happy Chainsaw Man is doing well. So yeah, continue this resounding success.
Yep, absolutely. And if you actually want to check out Look Back, which is a short film by the same author, completely different vibes, and it will actually make you cry because it made me cry big man tears. It was phenomenal. So little plug there. But Yeah, outside of that, kind of a short show because that was really all there was to talk about. So let's throw it into recommendations. So since he's been sitting over there nice and quiet, Matt, what have you got for recommendations this month?
So my only recommendation this month is outside of jokingly, shouts to Wolf Giving Baki the Grappler. They finally printed in English. Check that out. I also recommend, if you guys haven't already, check out Kenichi Sonata, not Sonata, my favorite wrestlers. They reprinted Gunsmith Cats, both 2 volumes out now. Check it out if you're into old school action. This series is pretty dirty, raunchy, and has some dark stuff in it. There is terrible things that happen to characters. The art style does not beguile its violence, and it's really good. The first omnibus is a bit slower, because it's kind of like more. I mean, the villain Gray takes a while to get together, but the second volume is a much more consistent story with Goldie. So I recommend checking the series out if you have never read Gunsmith Cats, or you want to get into more realistic action, or one of the predecessor action, or you're a fan of Kenichi Sonata's works. Because if you know them through another means of work they've done, which is the spicy art, check this one out.
Nice.
All right, and what do you got, Will?
Well, for me, I actually have like 2 recommendations though. Like the first
me
one,
too.
The first one, like I just kind of wish they had lowered down their prices a little bit. But again, the fact that I want to go and support this thing as much as I can, because I want a season 2. Just in case you haven't heard, 7 Seas has re-released it in a hardcover edition of Monster Musume Deluxe Edition 1, basically of the first 3 volumes of Monster Musume in hardcover format, which apparently there's also extra content in research. And I mean, I'm just looking at the price right now on Amazon. It's like $36, like for hardcovers, but geez Louise, it's a little bit much. So hopefully it goes down in price, maybe in Black Friday sale. I don't know, but yes, Monster Musume Deluxe Edition, Volume 1, 2, 3, hardcover edition is currently on sale right. But also this coming, I believe, this week/next week will be the Rise of the Outlaw Tamer and his S-rank cat girl by Sky Farm. It will be releasing on November 4th. Again, Jordi Manabe's art pieces, great cultured service if anything else. Just happy regarding to, like, again, how a lot of mangakas are now starting to get more attention here in the West as well. I mean, for better or for worse. But yeah, Jordi Manabe's Jork, again, Rise of the Outlaw Tamer. Just again, I love Jordi Manabe's artwork, and if you want to support more spicy artwork, including like the series, also recommends I mean, I really need to check out the series. I heard it's like a hit or miss series. It's Reincarnation in the Battle Coliseum, which if you haven't checked out the art, it's made by Zunta, which if you know Zunta, she is a very cultured person, and apparently with the recent things that's happened of the trend of the Twitter space or online space, yeah, we are heading to the whole waifu territory, if anything else. If you like tasteful art, then yeah, Reincarnation Coliseum is also another series that you might want to check out. So yeah, those, I mean, 2/3 series I recommend. So yeah, Rise of the Tamer, Monster Musume, and as well Reincarnation Coliseum.
All right, as far as my recommendations, the first one is a new series from Yen Press, which is Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku, Volume 1. I think I found the holy grail, guys. For the longest time, with romantic series or romantic comedies or what have you, I have been sick and tired of the same formula over and over. First few volumes, it's painfully obvious our 2 main characters are going to get shipped together, and then all of a sudden, here comes a third wheel that is going to have no chance whatsoever to stir up, artificial drama. Then it goes nowhere, and then there's some other drama that happens, and finally our main characters get shipped. Every single time, it's the same goddamn formula. And I said, why? Why can we not have a series where there is no clear ship from the very beginning? What if there's a love triangle that is so out there and so, like, not obvious from the get-go, and finally the prayers have been answered? Because here we are. Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku. So we have a guy named Takuya. He is a Glittermon, aka a ripoff of Pokemon fan, and the popular girl in front of him basically just keeps forgetting stuff. I forgot my eraser. I forgot my ruler. And so she always asks him to borrow that stuff, and her name is Ijichi. And she has a friend who basically is like this very closet otaku type person named Amane. She always goes through her little sister. It's like a vicarious excuse to like Glittermon, but she herself is like the huge super fan, but she doesn't want anyone to find out. So Takuya, catches on and he tries to confront her about being an otaku and she denies it. And then Amane gets Ijichi into it. And as soon as Ijichi gets into it, they start hanging out. And all of a sudden, they both start developing crushes on each other, or on Otaku, I should say. And it's an even playing field. You have no idea who's going to end up with who. And I love it. Like, this is all I've been asking for. It is centered around otaku and gaming and anime. And it's like, it's a holy grail. It's the holy grail. So yeah, if you're finally looking for a romance series that's a triangle love series with no obvious winner and it's centered around geek culture, that's the one for you right there. So that's my first recommendation. The second one, I have to ask you guys a question. Do you remember where you were 61 months ago when the last volume of Not Your Idol came out?
No.
Because that's how long it's been.
God. Jesus Christ.
61 months ago. And we finally got volume 3 because it was on a 5-year hiatus. Oh, but it just reminded me of just how good this series actually was. Basically, it is about a girl who was an idol. And she had like a stalker and she quit and there's an incident and she just feels that women are objectified rather for their idol culture, and she doesn't want anything to do with that. And she basically meets a guy named Hikaru who looks like her stalker, but it's not really her stalker. She's just so traumatized by it that every guy she sees looks like the stalker to her. So she's just trying to like adjust to like normal life, and it's a big drama thing. And it's so well told and so well done. It's kind of like Oshinoko if Oshinoko were actually good. Yeah, that's a shot fired. I did not like Oshinoko one bit. Sorry. But yeah, it's very good. Like I said, 3 volumes are out. Big 5-year gap. There will not be another 5-year gap because volume 4 came out in Japan a couple of months ago. So we should get that here in the United States hopefully soon. So it's nice to see that the story is continuing, but excellent series. Glad to see it back. So it had to be put on the recommendation radar. So there you go.
Nice.
All right. And with that being said, that's going to bring us to an end of another episode. As customary, before we get out of here, final thoughts. What you got, Matt?
My final thoughts are, as always, let me see. What does the card say here? Oh, yeah. Remember to pre-order the latest volumes from Ash. Am I saying this right there, Josh? From Ash.
Yeah, that is
okay.
correct. From Ash, there's 15 volumes out with a 16th on the way this December.
All right, remember to pre-order that, and if you don't, he will find you and hurt you. Well, that was a weird one. Oh no!
No, that wasn't weird at all. That was truth.
Oh.
I have the weaponry at the ready.
Yeah, so pre-order his latest book. Check it out if you haven't already. But my honestly, my thoughts are enjoy anime, buy what you buy, and honestly, real talk, Kodansha, please. If Initial D is successful, please print MF Ghost. That'd be great. The other Suchiro series, that'd be great. That's it.
Nice.
Surprised they haven't. I mean, MF Ghost got an anime. I mean, seemed pretty popular to get an adaptation.
Huh.
I don't know why the book is at least a book here in America. I know we got Initial D, so maybe they're doing it like that. They could put omnibus it.
Maybe.
So what you got? Well, what's your final thoughts?
Okay, my final thoughts for this season. As we are approaching to Halloween, of course, naturally, it's the most scariest thing, which is Mariah Carey. So yeah, one thing we're going to this whole hobby thing. Obviously, look, just remember, anime characters in fiction is not the same thing as real people. Get your priorities straight and anything. So the fact that you're getting laid bottom by AI that telling you that fictional depictions is not equates real life, maybe gives some reflection that, I don't know, maybe something is your problem. I don't know. Yeah. And we've got to just everything else in the world, of course, naturally. Being the golden rule, obviously, try not to be a jerk, try to show respect. Again, love and peace in the world. Again, start with you, be courteous. 2 3 of the golden rule. Just don't be a jerk. But again, with 2025, I kind of starting to lose faith. But again, gotta be that one bastion of hope, if anything else. But who knows? And also, Texas, all the I don't know, people who are making these laws against anime that, I don't know, the anime and manga is illegal. You are just fossils. You think trilobites. What's wrong with you? Many things, apparently.
Yeah, my final thoughts is The Beginning After the End is a phenomenal manhwa/comic series. So I want the second season to be adapted more faithfully and better. So if you have any frames just laying around your house that you're not using, please consider donating them to the Beginning After the End Season 2 fund. Your contributions would be well appreciated. Don't bother with One Punch Man, it's too late. All right, so that being said, we're going to get on out of here. Yeah, we didn't do a show last month because there was New York Comic Con coming up and there wasn't that much to talk about, so we figured we'd wait to cover the convention. So we'll see if any news breaks because it is the end of the year. It is kind of slowing down. But if not, have a happy holiday, happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever you celebrate of your denomination and faith. And we will catch you next time. So for Matt, for Will, I am JJ Piedra saying Godspeed all you out there in Radio Land. Peace.
Bye.
Later.